All right, so we're here in New York City with comedian Matt Iseman.
Do I look into the camera or do I look at you?
Oh, you can
standard
either, really.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are you asking me this? You are on not one but two
we do
television shows.
Right, on the one TV show, we look into camera, so the people at home think I'm just talking to you. And the other one, I'm not allowed to look at the camera. Only the sassy black woman gets to look at the camera. It's reversal. It's reparations in a way.
Oh, okay.
I have to look off camera. I'm not allowed to look directly into it.
So for those of you who don't know, Matt Iseman, in addition to being a classmate of mine at Princeton, is also... Can't let go. Is also on the Style Network's Clean House,
yes.
Which is why he's in town this week. He's cleaning house over in New Jersey.
Yes.
And he's also seen on the Versus cable network as the host of Sports Soup.
Check them both out, folks.
So, what can you tell me about your week back here in New York?
It's been nice. I did medical school at Columbia, so it's been nice coming back here and not feeling like I should be being responsible up in a hospital on 168th Street. And I've been catching up with classmates from Princeton, so my parents are proud that my education isn't totally going to waste. At least I left with some good friends. We've been cleaning house out in Wayne, New Jersey, and it's been great being back in the city in January. And I got to go to a bar and watch the Jets win, which was awesome because New York sports fans are rabid, to say the least, as opposed to LA.
Now,
they don't tune in until there's 2 minutes left in the game.
Now, did you get any kind of research for Sports Soup watching a Jets game with Jets fans, or?
Yeah, don't piss off Jets fans because I think I saw Sanchez had an incomplete pass and people were going, I'll fucking cut that Mexican. I'm like, wait, I don't think you can say that, can you? That's actually a threat. So I'm not going to piss them off. Anything. And Rex Ryan too, who I think is, I'm pretty sure that's a sketch character from the Bears. He's like, he's unbelievable that guy is allowed to control a multi-million-dollar franchise.
And yet it happens.
And yet he is, and he's winning. He's winning. So that's what. See, Urban Meyer, the fit guy, is having heart attacks. Rex Ryan, that fat cheese dog eating dude, he's just winning playoff games.
Well, look for that this week on Sports Soup.
Well, not this week.
Not this week.
I'm here in New York, so guest hosting is John Daly, the golfing legend / drinking legend.
Wow.
So I imagine we had Snoop Dogg come in for our year-end special. And he was stoned out of his fucking gourd.
Surprise.
But he was amazing. So I was hoping John Daly in the green room would have like Hooters wings and bottles of Jack Daniels. And I'm just disappointed that I missed the really good weeks.
So is that what really sets your soup apart from the soup on E?
Hooters and Jack Daniels
and Web Soup?
Well, I think what sets us apart is we're on Versus, and most people who watch Versus don't know that there's an internet or pop culture, so we're safe. They don't know that there's a soup. I guess the difference is, Mikhail and I are both 6'3" white guys with receding hairlines, but he talks about Paris Hilton and I talk about Terrell Owens. So I don't know. He's on network TV too, so I gotta get some of whatever he's working on.
But it's the same. It's the same.
We shoot
producing
the same
crew,
stage,
right?
Same producing crew. It's KP Anderson and the boys are doing. They did the soup, then they came out with Sports Soup in the Dish pretty much simultaneously, and then Web Soup. And apparently there may be like a news soup, and then a soup where they actually review soup. There's Campbell's Soup is doing really well. So I guess the obvious thing is just sports lend themselves well to mockery. So ESPN's getting they take themselves pretty seriously, and they can't make fun of the networks or the leagues because they air the leagues.
Right.
So the leagues frown upon trashing them when you're also airing them. So we have a little more latitude to point out the ridiculousness.
Very nice. And do you feel like you get to be enough of a comedian on both of these shows, or is there still an impulse that I need to get on stage and do stand-up?
I love stand-up, and I love the immediacy of it. I think with Sports Soup, it's nice we have an audience, and it is a real audience. Granted, a lot of them are employees of the show because we tape at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday morning.
Ooh.
Real people don't want to drag their asses out of bed. So there's definitely that performance element of it. And with Clean House, we do a lot of interacting with people, too. But I still think there's nothing like getting on stage and taking your words and your thoughts to it. So I get out as much as I can. It's tough, and LA's not. It's a good stand-up town, but being here in New York and seeing 200 people in a room on a Monday night for a show makes me incredibly jealous to be doing stand-up out here. But it's part of the being in the belly of the beast that is LA.
So tell me, I don't want to keep you I know you have to be out in
I
the
have
morning.
to get back to bed because
You have to be out in the morning.
gotta keep the moneymaker looking well rested.
So where can people see the Moneymaker?
Well, they can go to they can always check out Clean House on the Style Network, Sports Soup on Versus, and I'm on Twitter. I follow the Comics Comic, but twitter.com/Matt Iseman, Facebook. I'm voicing over a Russian naked candid camera show that will air in Australia.
Okay.
Which my parents are intensely proud of. And I was in Transformers 2, if you will watch me for 47 seconds of my big screen debut.
Ooh.
Other than that, I'm in club. I'm going to Utah. I'll be at Wise Guys. And I'm waiting to
Earn your plug.
I know. I'm waiting for my TV scout. We're waiting to see when the shows are. So I can't do any comedy unless they let me. Because we shoot all the time. Oh, wow. I do miss being on stage. I'd love to get out to New York again.
Well, it's good to see you, Matt.
Sean, thanks for having me on. And thanks anyone who watches. And if you don't watch, then please do. It's tough affording these orange sweatshirts.